Have you ever played yourself?
No, well, no. You mean, have I played David Warner in a film?
Yes.
Or
Like a documentary or something?
I've appeared in documentaries talking about little bits of things to do with film and theatre, but not really played myself.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this, you spoke about the stage fright. How is it different, do you think, being on the stage and being in front of the camera?
How is it different, being on the stage or being on the film?
Yeah, stage fright, well, I mean, it is different because you're alive on the stage talking now, and if you go wrong, everybody knows you've gone wrong and you've made a mistake, etc. If you're on a film, if you make a mistake, you do it again. Also, when you're doing a film, you don't have to see the audience. My stage fright was not because of the audience. I won't go into it now because I haven't got enough time. There's nothing to do with that. There were other things, but I couldn't go on. But what was the question?
If it's different to act
well, yes,
on the stage or in front of the camera.
It is different to act because in film you do two minutes of film in a day, sometimes in a week. You know, but you have to be there and do it all in 3 hours live, and it's totally and very tiring too.
You mentioned Gregory Peck before. What other directors or actors have been interesting to work with?
A man called Sam Peckinpah, if anybody of you know, who's Straw Dogs, Cross of Iron, and another film. He was an extraordinary director. Again, my film work was some time ago, so the names I mentioned of British actors may not mean the same to this generation. Well, no, I mean James Mason, Trevor Howard, Gregory Peck, all sorts of those kind of actors. I've been lucky of working with some. They're all dead now. That's the problem. So it's hard to talk about.
Any director or actor now that you admire or would like to work with?
I can't, not off the top of my head. I mean,
when you look at films yourself, what do you like?
I hardly watch movies.
TV, theatre?
No, I'm an actor who does it for a job. It's like if you work in a bank.
You get enough.
Yeah, you don't go and spend your weekend in the bank.
You don't sit at home counting money.
No. You know what I mean? No, seriously, I don't go a lot to, a little bit to theatre, but I don't have any. It's part of my job, not my life. Or you know what I'm trying to say.
Well, I think it would be fantastic to see you in a theatre play.
Oh, thank you.
I will go see that. Yep.
No. You said you started by being a Shakespearean actor, and then you do a lot of sci-fi and stuff like that.
Well, yes.
Which do you prefer genre-wise?
Genre. I started off acting when I was much younger at Stratford-upon-Avon doing Shakespeare. I played Hamlet when I was 24 years old, which at that time was very young to play. And I played other parts there of Shakespeare and Chekhov and Ibsen and all that. And then films came along. What genre do I prefer? You mean, look, when I do sci-fi, when I do Tron, or did Tron, or Star Trek 5 and 6, or Star Trek Next Generation, I have to be honest with you, I didn't understand a word I was talking about. It's a whole kind of language that I don't understand at all. So I mean, I've done that genre, and it's brought me great pleasure, and some people also great pleasure to do it. But I'm that kind. Again, I'm that kind of actor who's been lucky to have done so many different things. I'm here because of one specific kind of film, you know, which really pleases me, and I'm glad it pleases you. I have no favourite genre. As I say, I do find sci-fi a little bit more difficult to understand than other things, but that's just the way it is.
The exhibit, like, it's everything from the Omen to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles too. Anybody seen that?
Yeah,
oh yeah.
Yeah. He's got the
I've got a t-shirt on it. Brilliant, thank you. Secret of the Ooze. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean,
my favourite one.
Well, again,
that's a whole different generation.
Before I talk about it, how many people have seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? You have. Okay. All right, no, that's fine. Having done Tron, where I play a villain, or play, you know, the villainous parts. When the thought that I could possibly be in the Ninja Turtles film as a hero, along with the turtles who were heroes, I really wanted to do it, because you do Tron and kids come up to you and they look at you and they go, oh well, and sort of they don't feel comfortable. When I did Ninja Turtles and I was a friend of the turtles and helped them win, they all love you.
A whole new generation.
Oh yes, but they love you instead of hating you. I have to tell you a wonderful thing that happened at a convention. Just a general convention. I was in Titanic, and I am the guy who hits Leonardo DiCaprio and chains him to a radiator. Anyway, so I'm at the convention, and they have photographs from Tron and Star Trek and Titanic. And a mother, in her 40s, with her teenage daughter comes and wants to buy a photograph or talk to me, and the daughter pulls mother away. I said, no, go near him, he hit Leonardo in the Titanic. It's totally funny, but it's as extreme as that. So to do Ninja Turtles and to play a hero, it's just great that people relax with you. Because a lot of people, get carried away and don't like you very much because you play nasty people. And I'm not nice.
No, you're not.
No.
Any questions?
Any other?
Yep.
Yes.
I was just wondering, since you don't like watching the movies because you work with it, what do you like to do when you're not working?
Oh, well, I like to watch sports and stuff like that. No, I mean, you must remember that actors don't spend all their time watching films and things like that. I mean, what's my hobbies? I read a bit, I watch sport, I relax, I don't do anything. There's nothing, I don't build things or, I don't drive a car or ride a motorbike or anything. I just relax.
Enjoy life.
Well, yeah, look out the window. Nothing specific. I have no big hobbies.
Have you seen the new Omen that they did?
No, I haven't. I've only heard about it.
Yeah, it's like
Everybody else seen the other Omen? You did, yeah. I never saw it, so...
total waste of time.
I can't say that.
It was exactly the same, but just new.
You saw that?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It's just shot by shot, same.
Right.
Bad actors.
And bad actors, yeah.
Was it bad acting?
There's no David Warner in it, like
Oh,
I say,
please.
so. No, it was unnecessary. It was unnecessary.
But you've got some memorabilia from the Omen, have you not?
I have Gregory Peck's coat and the dog that chased after you in Gregory.
The dog, the
dog
false dog.
Yes, the false dog is still here.
Well, the dogs, you saw the Omen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When the attack in the churchyard of the dog.
Yeah, did they have a real one as well? Or?
Oh, they had lots of real
Yeah.
ones. Oh yeah, that was, the one that you got was just so you could have shots.
Yeah, exactly.
But the real dogs, and I have to be truthful.
I will be scared of those.
Well, no reason, that's the point I'm going to say. They wouldn't come near us. They're supposed to attack us and we're supposed to be scared and glad and everything. They just, when they were told that they had to attack us, they just didn't do it. Didn't do it. And so I suggested, and Peck suggested, we put meat down our shirts to try and get them to come towards us, because they really just wouldn't attack us. They wouldn't. And there's one shot. If you look at the Omen again, there's one shot of me, and I'm going to put my microphone down. There's one shot of me. The dog is supposed to be going to my throat. It's a real dog. Anyway, so the dog is there, and I am supposed to be pushing it away because it's trying to get my throat. So if you ever freeze frame this or whatever, if you ever watch it again. So I'm doing that, but with the other, I'm pulling it towards me. I'm pulling, I'm going, I don't know, I'm acting really, being scared. But I'm pushing, I'm doing that, but I'm holding it so it was more scared of us than we were of the dogs. And that's just the way it worked.